So we're halfway through 2025. How did those predictions turn out? And how's the market? Well, stay tuned. We'll get into all of that. I'm Jim with the Bishop team, your leading realtors here in Orange County, California, bringing you the real estate information that you need to know. So in this first slide, you see the number of homes that were listed in June, up 9% compared to last year, but down 27% from 2019. So in general, more supply from homes coming on the market. And here, this is year to date, 2025 up 23% compared to last year, but down 30% compared to 2019. So as you can see, the last couple of years, generally more homes coming on the market, giving buyers more choices, but still down from historic levels going back a few years. So here you look at the overall supply. As you can see, 2025 was up 76% compared to last year. So a lot more choices for buyers. And then if you go back to 2019, we're down 34%. So while supply is going up this year, we're still down below where it was several years ago. So, and this is another way to look at that same information. The black line is this year. So that's above the last several years, but still down below 2019 and years prior to that. Here we're going to look at demand. The number of homes in escrow, buyers writing contracts and getting them accepted, getting into escrow, is up 2% compared to last year. So we have seen a little bit of a pickup, but down 48% from the year prior. So in general, the last 4 years, demand has been pretty low, largely because of interest rates. We have more supply now. That really hasn't triggered a wave of new buyers looking at the more homes for sale. And here that black line is 2025 homes in escrow compared to prior years. So very similar numbers, lower compared to 2019. Up there at the top, very similar trends, kind of that seasonality as you move through the year. So this one, the blue is the homes for sale or supply. The orange is the demand each year. As you can see, while we had 50% more homes for sale in 2019, we had almost twice as many homes in escrow. So supply is down, but demand is down even more compared to other years. So closed sales in June, down 1% compared to last year. So similar numbers, no big shifts there, but down 37% from 2019. So again, demand is down fairly significantly from 2019, similar to the last couple of years. And here's year-to-date sales. You can see we're down 4% compared to last year. So we were pretty close and we've tailed off a little bit. Remember, escrows are back up, so those lines might come back together in July. We'll wait to see. But while we're down 4% compared to last year, down 28% compared to 2019. And you can see that's kind of been a general trend the last couple of years of total sales slowing down. This is the confusing one. This is our market index. It's the ratio of the number of homes for sale, the number of homes in escrow. So if there's one home for sale, one home in escrow, that would be at the 0, the purple line. Below that means there's more homes in escrow than for sale, extremely hot demand. The higher it is, the more homes for sale than compared to the homes in escrow. As you can see, our black line is much higher than it's been the last couple of years. That means the market is slower. There's 3 homes for sale for every 1 in escrow. And that's the slowest we've been at this time of the year in the last 6 years. So definitely something to watch. So one of the things that's been a cloud over the market, interest rates. A year ago, we were at about 7%. The beginning of the year, we were 7.25%. We have come down to about 6.8, so slowly coming down not quite half a point since January. So that is kind of piquing the interest of some buyers. Haven't seen a flood yet. If that does come down, we will see more and more buyers coming into the market to take advantage of a lower interest rate. So if you're a buyer, keep that in mind. now can be a good time to, with a lot more inventory and supply, can be a good time to find a home that you can afford and get in before we get more buyers into the market. So in this one, this is our pricing trends. This is dollar per square foot for South Orange County. You can see where, as you may be able to tell, we are even with last year. Prices did go up and then they came back down. So we're about even year over year. We are up about 1% year to date and down about 1% from that peak late last year. So as supply went up and demand stayed the same, that appreciation leveled off, and that's what you can see on this chart. So if we look back to the predictions for 2025, the video we did in January, one of the biggest things that we felt was going to overlay the market would be insurability. This is right after the fires, and we have seen that played out. We've had buyers looking in certain condo complexes, and they've got insurance shortfalls such that they couldn't get the loan that they wanted in that complex because of the insurance issues, and they weren't able to buy in there. So less demand for that complex means that prices will probably soften until they get their insurance figured out. Another thing that came into play effective January 1, 2025 was the balcony law, meaning if you have a balcony in a condo, you have to have it inspected by a licensed structural engineer, and if there's any issues, they have to be fixed. Some people had reserves for that, some didn't. That is also affecting the ability to get a loan in those complexes. So those things have made it more difficult, especially on first-time buyers. And a lot of times they're buying a home for someone's going to move up, so that's kept a lid on demand from the number of buyers willing or able to go out and buy their next home. The next prediction that we made was that prices would not have the appreciation. We just talked about that we had seen in 2024, which was about 7%. We expected it to be probably about half of that. We're about 1% year to date, so might be a little bit optimistic on that, but not too far off. The next thing that we said is look for supply to increase. We saw that that has happened. We have more homes on the market, which for buyers is great. They have more than a choice of one or two homes. They can look at several in trying to find out what works for them. And the one thing that we kind of missed was that the demand would exceed 2023 and 2024. If you look back at the demand slide, the number of homes in escrow has been pretty much tracking even with last year, up or down, but pretty close. We're a little bit up this month. We're a little bit down last month. So it hasn't exceeded demand from last year. So that's our mid-year prediction recap. If you have any things that you would like us to forecast going into the second half of the year, leave a comment below. Remember to subscribe and like so you can get these updates every month and know what's going on in the market. If you have a particular question either about the house that you're looking to buy, or maybe you're looking to sell and want to know how it fits into this market, give us a call. That's what we're here for. We're here to help you make the right move in real estate. I'm Jim with the Bishop team, your leading realtors here in Orange County, California. See you next time.